All right. First and foremost, we would like to give all praise and glory unto
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashem,
Bahashem,
Yahushua,
Yahushua,
Bahashem,
Bahashem, Rakakadash.
Rakakadash.
Double honors unto the apostles and the elders, GMS, who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessing, salutation to the hopeful elect out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua. Pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners, whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua. All right. I'm the brother Yasha Mafa to my right.
Allah.
And what we want to go into today is the royal family. All right. Because now, you know, another doctrine, all right, off doctrine that's being pushed in Israel is that Israelites have the possibility of going to hell. Okay. First off, hell doesn't exist. All right. Secondly, Israelites would not be able to go to hell according to the promises, man. Okay? And this is why sound doctrine is extremely important in this time. See, a lot of Israelites don't even know what the kingdom consists of, don't even know what the kingdom is. That's why they so in awe at the right now. That's why they so in awe about a daycare, a cake, you know, merchandise they can buy off the internet. You see, they all into those things, those little minuscule things that don't mean nothing because a lot of our people don't even know what the kingdom is. They don't know what inheritance is. They don't know what nobility is. They don't understand how the world functions. When you speak about nationalities, you're speaking about families of people. Okay? All you think of Iran, all right? And all those people, majority of people that exist that live in Iran and East India, they descend from one man, Elon. Okay, them Ishmaelites over there in the Middle East, they descend from one man, Ishmael. Okay, they're related through blood. Okay, them Hamites in Africa, they descend from Ham. Those peoples that are Hamites, descendants of Ham, that's a family of people. Okay, in Israel, we are a family of people. You see, we really have to understand what that means because families inherit things, man. Okay? And we've received the blessing of being chosen by the one true power to be that royal family in the earth. Okay? We fell away because of our disobedience. All right? But the Lord always promised that He will restore us back to that state, that status in the time to come, and we in that time now. Okay? So let's kill the madness that Israelites are going to go to hell, which there's no such thing as hell. Hell is a condition played out in the earth, or either it's talking about the grave. Okay, you got it, bro.
This is Romans chapter 11, verse 26.
Uh-huh.
And so all Israel shall be saved.
So all Israel shall be saved. So if all Israel is going to be saved, how would that be possible? Okay, how could Israelites go to hell? You got guys teaching, Sakari teaching like Israelites going to be cut off forever. No, man. The Lord has a plan for His people, and He's going to make good on His promises, man. All right. Now let's get Revelation chapter 7, verse 9. We're gonna get that word. Because how will all Israel gonna be saved? We know everyone's not gonna be saved on this go around. Okay? We know only the elect is gonna be delivered. So how are all Israel gonna be saved, man? Okay, go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 7, verse 9. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations, and kindreds, and people, and tongues, stood before the throne, and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes, and palms in their hands.
Now this is the elect. Okay? Now said out of all kindreds. So let's go here to the blue letter. So you get the word kindred, okay, in the Greek, in this phile, okay? It says in the New Testament, all person descending from one of the 12 sons of the patriarch Jacob. You see? So if Israelites are going to be delivered, that's another thing with saved. It wouldn't make sense for all nations to be saved. Saved from what? First off, you got to talk about deliverance and what saved from what? The destruction. Here it is, Yahushua is coming to judge the nations, but he's going to deliver a remnant of his people out of those nations. Okay? That's the salvation. And then the salvation is just the beginning. Because we're being reserved to do what? To be in rulership. Okay? That's the spiritual contingency plan. Okay? Because you go into a contingency plan, all right, and what will happen is, let's say if a crisis, something happened, nuclear, war broke out, or asteroid was coming to the planet, just throwing hypothetical situations out there. Well, what would governments do? They will get the top government officials, the super rich, they will get essential workers, different scientists and engineers, and what you have is a contingency of government plan where all of them will be sheltered away. Okay? Well, we're going to be sheltered away in the chariots. Why? Because that's going to be the contingency plan of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah for the new government, which is Israel, man. Okay, that royal family. So if the descendants of Israel are going to be saved, that's how all Israel eventually is going to be saved through what? Let's get Isaiah 60 and 21. We just roll in the spirit. It's time to go into what the Bible is saying, man. Jake want to be popular, man. Jake got all these doctrines to try to be different and cool and deep, want to be seen, but that's off, man. Go ahead.
There's Isaiah chapter 61.
Yep.
Verse, you said 11?
Verse 20, 21. Yep.
Jump to verse 60, verse 21.
Yeah, Isaiah 60.
Yeah. Verse 21. Thy people also shall be all righteous.
Go ahead.
They shall inherit the land forever.
They shall inherit the land forever, going back to an inheritance. Okay, and the inheritance was given to Abraham, passed down to Isaac and Jacob. We're going to get it. Go ahead.
The branch of my planting,
yep,
the work of my hands,
yep,
that I may be glorified.
That the Lord may be glorified. He has a remnant so he can be glorified. And what is that remnant going to do in the kingdom? Go ahead.
A little one shall become 1,000.
Wait a minute. A little one shall become 1,000. So out of those descendants, okay, of Jacob, the patriarchs of Jacob, the tribes, those descendants that's going to be delivered are going to what? Be fruitful and multiply. Mm-hmm. And who's going to be coming back? Those spirits that didn't make it on this side. They're not going to a place in hell to burn forever. No, eventually they're going to come back in rulership. Now they finna catch hell. Like, I wouldn't want to try to, go that way. Like Jake told us, well, I'm a 230, I'm just come back. Nah, you don't want to tempt the Most High because he's unlimited into what he can do to you, man. He can put you in them nukes and it'd be so long, you would think you in hell. You like, damn, hell, dude, I'm in hell. But hey, it's going to be extremely painful, man. Okay, the Lord can torment you in ways that Esau can't even think of, man. Okay, so you don't want to play around, with that. All right, but eventually, all our people that don't make it, and see, they're gonna come back through the lineage, okay, of the elect, man. And that's the good news. That's what balances us out. That's what gives us comfort when we look around and we see, you got family and friends, and you just see Jake in general, that they not gonna make it, man. Okay? But the comfort is eventually they'll be able to come back, man, and we'll be in rulership when they come back. Okay? And that's how it works. That's how the Lord deals, okay? Through reincarnation. That's how he makes good on all his promises. Reincarnation is a major part of him, of the Lord making good on his promises, man. Mm-hmm. All right?
Showing that, and showing mercy.
Yep, yeah.
Showing mercy.
God, that's unmerciful as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Like Pastor Hart said, so you mean to tell me 1 trillion years later, you just burning. Come on, man.
Remember, he's a power of balance.
Yeah.
That's not balance.
Yeah.
Our forefathers going back lived over 100 years. Some of them were going off. Some of them were going off, and you only say those 8 souls, but you gonna burn forever for what? 20 years.
Yeah, yeah.
For these little 20 years, for these little 60 years.
Yeah.
You know how it is in this world. You won't even make it.
Yep. What about the people that got aborted?
What about the slaves? They was in hell getting whipped. They got whipped to death.
Yeah, because the gospel wasn't being preached, so they ain't have a chance of repenting. Like, come on, man. There's too many holes in that doctrine, man. Like the brother getting into. You got, bro. You had no point. Yeah, go ahead.
After the slave was hanged, what, he got to go to hell?
Bro.
Yeah. Nah. Continuing.
Finish that, yep.
Yeah. Verse 22, a little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. I, the Lord, will hasten it in its time.
So the Lord going to hasten it. That means he's going to speed up the process of us bringing back those spirits that didn't make it on this side, those Israelite spirits that didn't make it, man. Okay? He's a merciful power. Okay? The Lord, the scripture tell you that his wrath doesn't endure forever, man. You know? His wrath don't endure forever. He eventually is going to have mercy, man. Okay? Even Esau, eventually after 1,000 years, he's going to be done away with as a nation. Okay? But even his suffering is going to be over with, man. After 1,000 years, man. Okay? So let's matter of fact, get that in Isaiah 63. I want to say it's 17. Might start at
Start from 17. That's not good.
start start at 16. Yep.
It's Isaiah chapter 63, verse 16.
Yep.
Doubtless thou art our father, though Abraham being ignorant of us,
yep,
and Israel acknowledged us not,
yep,
though, O Lord, art our father, our Redeemer, thy name is from everlasting.
And you read in the NLT, Isaiah 63 and 16 says, surely you are still our father, even if Abraham and Jacob would disown us. All right, because of how far we went left. Okay, as a nation. Lord, you will still be our father. You are our redeemer from ages past. And the Lord is eventually going to redeem the remnant, and the remnant is going to bring back the rest of the nation, man. Okay? Now keep reading. 17.
O Lord, why hast thou made us to err from thy ways?
Wait a minute. So the Lord made a portion of our people, okay, to constantly err from his ways and not come into the truth. Why would he put them in hell for that, man? That's not, it wouldn't be righteous. No. The Lord has a purpose why he did it. Okay? Because at the end of the day, there's going to be, all right, rank in the kingdom. Okay? There's going to be certain men that's going to be hallowed in the kingdom, man. You know? And you're going to have those that come back in shame for what they did on this side, man. But it's going to be, eventually they're going to get over it. But see, it's going to be, even in the kingdom, all Israel going to be straight, man. But it's going to be ranked ruling classes of Israel, the nobility, the nobles of the nobles in Israel. So the Lord is working the work, but he's establishing order, all right, amongst Israel now. Okay? So it ain't going to be no fuss in the kingdom, man. It ain't gonna be no fuss. But why he in there? Like, nah. Look at his legacy. Look what he been doing every time he came to the earth. Look what you were doing every time you came to the earth. It is what it is. Israel gonna be blessed and well off. Okay. So the Lord, it said, read again.
Oh Lord, why hast thou made us to err from thy ways?
Yeah. So the Lord made Israel err. That's another thing. That's why we know we don't have no power of the being in good standards with the Lord. That was already predestined. That's why we can't be proud. And the men that teaching these off doctrine, they're proud. We can't control the Lord showing us favor, man. The Lord decided to show us favor, man. It was his good will to show particular spirits, their remnant, they elect, predestined to show them favor. It was his will to do so, man. What the scripture say, not having done good or evil. Speaking of Jacob and Esau. You see, it was the Lord's good will to choose Israel, man. That's why we gotta be forever grateful, man. Okay, that we have a chance to be in the Lord's favor, man. That we have a chance to sit at the table with Yahushua, man, and order and rule existence, man, beginning with the earth. Okay, go ahead.
And harden our hearts from thy fear.
And harden our hearts from thy fear. The Lord is doing this. He has 2/3 being the 2/3. That's their role in the movie. But he's not gonna put them in hell or cut them off forever, man. And then Jake say we unmerciful. And these same leaders that's telling you that Israelites gonna be in hell or cut off forever, they the ones that present themselves as if they love Israel so much. We GMS is cruel to their own people, and why y'all always getting on 2/3, y'all getting on the woman, why y'all, but damn, you putting them in hell. You know, that was one of the great reliefs of coming to the truth when you found out hell didn't exist. You know, you could wipe the sweat off your forehead like shit. You know, you could breathe a little bit, man. But Jake with fringes putting you right back in hell, man.
You can't win with him.
Yeah, he got damn. You know? Nigga charge you for a garment, then, you know, they give you a garment and a cape and then put you in hell, man. God damn. Go ahead.
Return for thy servant's sake, the tribes of thine inheritance.
Yep, return for thy servant's sake, the tribe of thine inheritance, man. Go ahead.
The people of thy holiness have possessed it but a little while.
Yep.
Our adversaries have trodden down thy sanctuary.
Yep.
We are then thine. Thou never bearest rule over them. They were not called by thy name.
So Isaiah is like, look, we your inheritance. You know, why are you putting us through this? Like, why? You know, because the ancient prophets, they will be, you know, griping, man. You know, they'll look at Jake, see how hard-headed niggas is, and they cry to the Lord like why you hardening these niggas' heart like this, man? We your inheritance. We'll never we'll never possess the kingdom, man. At this rate, you know. But the point was that the Lord hardened 2/3 hearts, man. Okay? And he did that for a purpose, man. The Lord, when we see the kingdom and the order and how everything's established, everything is gonna click and make sense why the Lord did what he did, man. Okay? We just know what he's doing. With certain things, we know what he's doing. All right? And we're gonna understand all the whys, all right, in the kingdom, man, as we constantly mature. You know? Let's go to Genesis 17. But this is a royal family that we're a part of, man. Okay?
This is Genesis chapter 17, verse 6.
Yep.
And I will make thee exceeding fruitful.
Yep.
And I will make nations of thee, and kings shall come out of thee.
And kings shall come out of thee. The royal family. Okay? So what the covenant between Abraham and the Most High, all right, the Most High Abraham, okay, was rulership, man, dominion, okay, and he will, and that dominion and that rulership will pass through his lineage, but it was through a particular lineage, man. All right, so now let's get that in Genesis 30. And is it 30? Oh, it might be 31. Let me see. Yeah, Genesis 35. I started at 9.
It's Genesis chapter 35, verse 9.
Yep.
And the Most High appeared unto Jacob again when he had came out of Pandanorum.
Yep.
And blessed him. And the Most High said unto him, Thy name is Jacob. Thy name shall not be called any more Jacob, but Israel shall be thy name.
Yeah, so this is what he changed his name to Israel. All All right, Yasha'Allah, Prince of the Power. Okay? He's establishing, all right, a royal family in the earth. You see? Go ahead.
And he called his name Israel.
And called his name Israel. Go ahead.
And the Most High said unto him, I am Yahweh Almighty. Be fruitful and multiply.
Yep.
And a nation and company of nations shall be of thee, and kings shall come out of thy loins.
And kings shall come out of thy loins. You see? So let me read this NLT. Then said, then the Most High, this is Genesis 35:11. Then said the Most High, I am Allah Shajia. Terrible demon like power, man. You know, God Almighty, be fruitful and multiply. You will become a great nation, even many nations, the 12 tribes. Kings will be among your descendants. Okay? So the blessing was upon all the descendants. Everything that will come from the loins of an Israelite man will be blessed. Man and woman. Okay, will be blessed. You see? Now let's get that in Romans chapter 4, verse 13. And I'm gonna read it in NLT. Then we get this right.
This is Romans chapter 4, verse 14.
Verse 13.
Verse 13. Right. For the promise that he should be the heir of the world.
That he should be heir of the world. Inherit the earth. Go ahead.
Was not to Abraham or to his seed through the law, but through the righteousness of faith.
So this promise is to the seed. Okay? There's no scriptures that say that this seed will be the seed of Abraham, the seed of the sons of God will be in hell forever, man. Or that they will be cut off forever. Okay? The Most High doesn't. One thing, as we learn about the Most High, even when you look at creation, the Most High is very resourceful. Like, he's not wasteful. Like, if a deer just fall out and die, guess what? Buzzards come. And the buzzards don't clean its bones dry, what happened? Then the maggots come. You see? The Most High is very resourceful. Like, the way he does things, like the way the bees work, like the Most High utilizes everything. He's not a wasteful power. So why would he put spirits in hell forever? No, the Lord is all about life, efficiency, righteousness. Okay? There will be a waste of a spirit. Like, when you really start to understand the Most High, how he works, you look at nature. The Most High, the way he thinks, is not wasteful.
Nothing he created, nothing he created in the beginning was in vain. He said, it was good in the beginning.
Yeah.
It was good. All that's gonna continue because what the trees do? They come back every year. That's from everything on life, everything under the sun.
You can tell the earth was made
to go forever.
Forever. It always comes back. Everything always comes back, man.
It's not man of the earth.
Yeah. But the spirits ain't gonna come back. It's just Israelite men in hell burning when they can be on the earth in righteousness, expanding the glory of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah within the existence, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 14.
Now hold on, let me read this in NLT. This is all I want. It says, this is Romans 4:13 in the NLT. Clearly, God's promise to give the whole earth to Abraham. You see that? And his descendants was based not on his obedience to God's law, but on a right relationship by the Most High that comes by faith, man. Because see, the faith that we displaying now and the faith that we're going to have to display in the time to come, that's going to make us have a perfect relationship with our power. Okay? We keep the law to the best of our ability, but really allow the law was based on sovereignty, man.
Mm.
Because you had laws dealing with the land, laws dealing with inheritance, laws dealing with livestock, jubilee, all those, because there's a lot of judgment we can't execute, man. Okay, we can't stone the alphabet community, man. Okay, we can't, put someone that's a witch. Can't burn them alive. Okay, those laws are made for sovereignty when you as a nation don't have to answer to nobody.
Mm.
Okay, you will have to answer to Esau if you killed a lamb, or you talking about an altar. You would have to answer the peddler. What that is? Ain't that peddler? The animal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peter.
Yeah. And you can't touch one of these Trans Am. You out of here.
Mm. They say you're gonna be buried under the jail.
Yeah. So a lot of the law was made for sovereignty, but the things that we can keep that enhance, because the law does enhance your life immediately. When you start applying the law, the diet, you stop celebrating these wicked holidays. The law enhances, your life, man. Okay, but our relationship with the Most High gonna be made perfect through faith. Okay, that's what's gonna make us be perfect with our powers, that we trust in Him against all odds, man.
Mm.
And this is what He wants to see, man. Who's trusting Him this go around? Who's gonna trust in Him against all odds, man? You know what I'm saying? Okay. Let's go from there. Let's get that in show you. Let's get that in Romans 15:8.
Romans chapter 15 verse 8. Now I say that Yahushua HaMashiach was a minister of the circumcision for the truth of the Most High, to confirm the promise made unto the fathers.
To confirm, Yahushua was a minister, which was a servant. Okay, to confirm the promises unto who? The fathers. We just read about the promises given to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Then we read in 13 that what the descendants of Abraham are heirs of the whole earth. Okay, why do you think the elites are so, tuned in to this message? Okay, you think they worry about some goddamn truther? Just talking about buy gold and silver? No, man, they worried about the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob waking up to who they are and repenting, man. That's their number one concern. Okay? That's why they slithering towards the persecution, man. Okay? Now let's get that in let's get Luke 1:68. Yeah, man, this is a royal family, man. You see, and we're getting back to that status. We're being restored. Go ahead.
This is Luke chapter 1 verse 68. Blessed be the Lord, the power of Israel, for He have visited and redeemed His people.
Go ahead.
And He have raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of His servant David.
And how did He visit us, man? Through Yahushua. Okay, Yahushua, was a token from the Most High. All right, of redemption, of forgiveness. Okay? So what, man? We will have a chance at the promise. So we can be restored back to that promise. Come on, man. Go ahead.
As He spake by the mouth of His holy prophet, which have been since the world began.
Why He spoke by the holy prophets. Go ahead.
That we should be saved from our enemies.
We should be saved from our enemies. How can everybody be eligible for salvation? Who's the enemies then? Huh? Who's the enemies? You see, a Christian will walk up and say, everybody, whosoever. That's their favorite, whosoever. They pop up and say, whosoever. They don't even say the verse. They just say, whosoever. It's all Christian. Who are the enemies? And then if you see the track record between Esau and Jacob, it's clear. Who did this nigga put on boats? It was one nation of people on the boats. You know? It was one nation of people, everybody equal when it comes to salvation, but goddamn, there wasn't no equality when on them goddamn boats, man. Okay? This nigga came over here, you know? Nigga teeth turned yellow coming over here to enslave the indigenous people, man. Goddamn. Go ahead.
And from the hand of all that hate us.
And the hand of all that hate us. Go ahead.
To perform the mercy promised to our fathers and to redeem his holy covenant.
To promise the mercy. Promise to who?
And to promise the mercy and to perform the mercy promised to our fathers and to remember his holy covenant.
Yeah, so to perform the mercies, okay, that's an unmerciful doctrine, putting Jake in hell, putting anybody in hell. You know? God damn. You see? Because eventually we ain't like with Esau, like this gripe that we got with this nigga. Once this nigga is taken out of power, all right, and we put that hardcore bondage on his ass, okay, for 1,000 years, man, and get that nigga out of there, man. Like eventually we ain't gonna be thinking about that nigga. We're gonna be on the. It's gonna be so much more that we're gonna be open up to, man. Like we ain't gonna be thinking about that nigga, man. Okay, Jake gotta have a mind like an immortal. Jake, you know, think you just gonna be angry with nobody be angry forever, man. Okay? Go ahead.
The oath which he swore to our father Abraham.
The oath which he swore to our father Abraham. Yahweh Shai came and created a grace period, okay? And that grace period is bridging us to that promise, man. Well, we're not under the penalty of the law. Okay? There's still a standard that has been lifted in righteousness. Okay? But it's not to the T, you know? Or we wouldn't have a chance, man. If we had to be concerned about keeping the law, we wouldn't be able to do no videos. We wouldn't be able to do nothing but try to study the law and make sure we want, you know, it will be chaotic, man. Okay? So Yahweh Shai, when he died, he created that grace period that was going to bridge us to the promise, man, of our forefathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay? So this covenant is going to be a new covenant when the Lord is going to put his laws and statutes and commandments in our inward parts, man. Okay? So matter of fact, look at that Hebrews 8 and 6.
Hebrews chapter 8, verse 6. For now hath he obtained a more excellent ministry, by how much also he is the mediator of a better covenant, which was established upon better promises.
So what's the better covenant? New covenant. Okay? Once we're changed, the laws will be within us. Okay? We won't have to struggle with sin anymore. Okay? The laws will be within our inward parts. Okay, and we'll be good. You see? Go ahead.
For if that first covenant had been faultless, then should no place have been sought for the second.
Then shall no place have been sought for the second. Okay? But let's see who the fault was with. Go ahead.
For finding fault with them.
For finding fault with them. Okay? This is why we're going to be changed. Okay? We're going to be in those glorified bodies, man. Okay, those everlasting tabernacles. We're going to be changed, man.
He said,
Go ahead. Yep.
He said, behold, the days come, said the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah.
With the house of Israel and the house of Judah. Go ahead.
Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the days when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continue not in my covenant.
Yeah, because we can't keep that in this flesh, man. Okay? There's no way to keep the law perfectly in the flesh. You see? That's why this time it's a showcase of faith. You see? Go ahead.
and I regarded them not, said the Lord.
Go ahead.
For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days.
Now remember, the covenant contains world dominion. That's why when Yahushua comes back, what is he going to give his men? Okay, a portion of world dominion. You see? Come on, man. Go ahead.
Said the Lord, I will put my laws into their mind and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a power, and they shall be to me a people.
Yeah, so how can, if he makes a new covenant with the house, and when you go into that word house, one of the synonyms is a lineage. Okay? This covenant covers all the descendants, everyone that's a descendant from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. This covenant covers that. Okay? If the Walton family, just like now, the Walton family own Walmart, all their descendants partake in that blessing. No matter what, you born to Walton, you get a portion. You see? Why? That's a family, that's a lineage. You're born as an Israelite by law, by the contract. Okay? You descend from one of these men, one of the tribes. Okay? You were born into this, man. Okay? You can't make Israelites be in hell under this covenant, man. You see? Go ahead.
And they shall not teach every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, Know the Lord.
Yep.
For all shall know me, from the least to the greatest.
From the least to the greatest. Okay? The elect of Israel, within their rank and order from least to greatest, and even the 2/3, when they come back, they're going to be born into that covenant. Okay? Let's get Isaiah 50, I think it's 54:3, maybe. Let me see. 54. Yeah, 54:3. Yep.
This is Isaiah chapter 54, verse 3. For thou shalt break forth on the right hand and on the left.
And that's being fruitful and multiplying. Go ahead.
And thy seed shall inherit the Gentiles.
Thy seed shall inherit the Gentiles. Wait a minute. So if I seed, first off, we're going to have seed in the kingdom. Okay? They're going to inherit the Gentiles, because that's what royalty do. They inherit dominion. Okay? You see? Go ahead.
And make the desolate cities to be inhabited.
Yeah, so we're going to populate the earth with Israelites, man. And those Israelites are going to be spirits that were sent back to the spiritual realm because of disobedience, but they're going to be born into the new covenant. Well, no man will have to teach them to know the Lord. Every man shall know him from least to greatest. You got to be sound doctrine, man. Okay? Now let's go, let's get that in Revelation 2:25. Okay? Like that's in the contract. Everybody talking about the new covenant. Well, you gotta read the contract. What's in the new covenant? You see, you gotta know what's in the contract. Then it makes sense. Once you know what's in the contract. World dominion is in the contract. Okay? Do we have world dominion? So how the hell can we be in a new covenant? Okay? I'm drinking out of goddamn Love's cup, man. Oh, goddamn. You know, go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 2, verse 25. But that which ye have already hold fast till I come, and he that overcometh and keepeth my word unto the end, to him will I give power over the nation.
Yeah, so whoever keepeth the word to the end, which keep this obedience to the end, this faith unto the end, the Lord's going to give us power over the nation. That's part of the inheritance. Let's prove that. Let's get Isaiah 53:10. World dominion is within the new covenant. Jake don't know what the kingdom is. That's why Jake is so excited about a goddamn rap video, man. Jake think they're still cute to go to camp with 17 guns on them, man. Jake don't understand the kingdom. That's why they put so much emphasis into now. When you really understand the kingdom, your desires on this side is done. You're not excited about nothing here. You see? And you really understand the kingdom and what these scriptures are saying, man. You ain't excited about this shit, man. Okay? Y'all don't have no fun, man. Shut your ass up, man. What fun? Do you see this nigga, the devil doing in the earth, and the nigga is still talking about fun? Go ahead, brother.
This is Isaiah chapter 53, verse 10. Yet it pleased the Lord to bruise him.
This year, how shall I go ahead?
He put him to grief. When thou shalt make his soul an offering for sin, he shall see his seed, and he shall prolong his days, and the pleasure of the Lord shall prosper in his hand.
Can you read?
He shall see of the travail of his soul, and shall be satisfied. By the knowledge shall my righteousness, my righteous servant justify many.
So the knowledge of his righteous servant, Yahushua, shall justify many. And that's the elect are justified through faith in Yahushua. Okay, go ahead.
For he shall bear their iniquities.
Yep, go ahead.
Therefore will I divide him a portion with the great.
So the Lord's going to divide Yahushua a portion, a great portion. All right, he's the firstborn, so you're going to get the greatest portion. You're going to have the most power, the most authority in existence. Okay, go ahead.
And he shall divide the spoils with the strong.
He shall divide the spoil with the strong. Who is that? That's the inheritance, man. Okay? That's part of the covenant, man. The spoils of the earth. You see? That's why even in the law, what happens? If you spoil the nations, you can get the women, you get the gold, that's within the covenant, the contract. Go ahead.
Because he had poured out his soul unto death.
Yep.
And he was numbered with the transgressors, and he bare the sin of many and made intercession for the transgressors.
So for what Yahushua did, okay, he earned that inheritance, man. Okay? And what we're doing now is fighting to be joint heirs of that inheritance, man. Okay, to establish Israel as a royal family in the earth again. Okay? This is what this thing is about, man. Okay? It's time to grow up in the spirit, man. Be mature, man. Jake want to play these games, want to argue just to be cute. Like, nah, man, this is what the Bible is talking about, man. Okay? You had something, bro?
Yeah, in Christianity, you just thought you was gonna be saved from the burning and just float in heaven for all eternity. It's no more life what he created from the beginning. He created the man and the woman to create life and it to go forward, but Christians say that's done away with. You immortal and there's no more sex.
You just a celestial body.
You just a celestial body. There's no more. You ain't gotta
you're gonna be brothers and sisters.
You're gonna be brothers and sisters for all eternity.
Hell nah. Everybody else get the goddamn, have they harems and all this. Hell no.
But that was deception. That was deception. He used that to make the scriptures look boring so you can live your best life here.
Yep.
So you can say this is heaven.
That's what Drake said. I don't see heaven being much better than this. Because he gives you that watered down, boring version of heaven. Of you just floating around, with a heart, saying, I love you, brother. I love you, sister. Hell no, come on, man. Then you know how Jake wired. He made Jake freaky deaky. He made Jake to get it in, man. Come on, man.
Like in these movies, shows, books, whenever they talk about God, when they mention heaven, they be like, no, heaven sound boring. I want to another world. I want to be powerful in this world. Nah, if you actually read the scriptures, it tells you that it's going to be life everlasting, life going forward. What is life?
Well, get it.
Procreation. Huh?
Get that in Psalm 16 and 11. You finish your point, though.
16 and 11.
Yeah, then you can expound, though.
Yeah, that life is again, life is continuation. Life is creation. Life is again life.
Mm-hmm.
What's life? What is life? A continuation of creation. Now this is Psalms chapter 16 verse 11.
Yep.
Thou wilt show me the path of life.
Oh, wait a minute. What you said? The path of what?
Life.
So how could, like brother said, if you're not bringing forth life, that's not life. That's stagnant. That's a beautiful point. That's a beautiful perspective. Because a Christian think that the heaven, like I say, is you being in a celestial body, just floating around all day, man. Well, that's stagnant. That's not life. Okay? Life is like the brother said, bringing forth. Increase. That's life, man. It's increase, man. Okay, go ahead.
In that present is fullness of joy.
In thy presence is fullness of joy. Where does joy come from? Just like you say, that thought of just being a celestial body, just floating around, not doing nothing. Now the Lord created celestial beings that have a purpose, and He created them to where their desire is to do that. Be in that celestial form and serve Him. But even they have purpose. That's why they be, I would the spiritual realm when they ask, who would be a deceiving. They're like, I do it like this. I do it like, So the Lord allowed them to get active, and do things, man.
Yeah, but those new bodies gonna be of the celestial and the which is terrestrial. That combination. That combination. At thy right hand there are pleasures forevermore.
At thy right hand there are pleasures forevermore. Okay, it's gonna be pleasures in the earth, man. Okay, it's pleasure to deal with a woman. It's pleasure, all right, as a man to be a father, to be a husband. There's pleasures in these things. They just so defiled and corrupted right now, man. It's a struggle. It's a fight. Okay, you see, but those pleasures, it's a pleasure to enjoy the earth, man. To eat food and all these things is a pleasure, man. Okay, and we're gonna get to enjoy those things in their rightful order. Okay, in its full glory. You see? You got it, bro. I think that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
Yep. Well, you had something else?
Nah.
All right, with that, we pray that you brothers and you few sisters was edified till next time we say Shalom.
Shalom.
Kwam Yashala.
Baba Ba.
DTA soon.
DTA soon.
Shalom.